Unahaganisiga. Hello, everyone. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. And I'm so excited to share today's episode with you on overcoming feeling pressured. And today's episode is going to be out zoning into your strengths. How many of you out there are feeling like you're constantly comparing yourself to others, or that your weaknesses are holding you back from taking action, or they are actually causing more pressure? I have experienced this myself. I will own up to that. But it's really hard, to get out of that comparing yourself to other people's, and that really affects us on a physical, mental, and emotional level. I've experienced that myself. When we're constantly looking at other people and what they're doing, and you're comparing yourself, you feel this pressure. You feel like you need to be better, but what it's doing is actually causing you to not show up, not take action, because you're so fearful of being criticized or judged. But what we want to do is really zone in to our strengths. By doing that, we actually start feeling more confident. You feel powerful, you feel fulfilled, and you feel less stress. So when we think about how to zone in to your strengths, I want you to really think about, what are my strengths? And sometimes we feel like we don't have that many, but just ask yourself, what are my strengths, and write them down. It could be, I'm a great public speaker, I'm a great writer, I'm really good at basketball, whatever that might be, write it down. And after you write down 4 things, or maybe 5 things, I want you to message someone, one of your close friends, family members, and ask them what they believe your strength is. By doing that, you're going to really hone in on, oh my gosh, there's more to me than I actually believe. Wait, I have more strengths. And when you do that, that's going to give you confidence, and that's going to allow you to really think about how to alleviate this pressure that you're feeling from comparing yourself, and it's going to help you overcome that. So when we are trying to be the best version of ourselves, we need to stop comparing ourselves to others, because that does us a disservice. That doesn't allow us to move forward, and it actually weighs on us, because we start developing these negative thoughts about ourselves that aren't true. We develop a thought that, maybe I'm not good enough, or I'm not worthy, or no one's going to show up for me, or we have all these different negative beliefs that we develop. And we also develop trapped emotions from these comparison. And we don't love ourselves at that point. We neglect ourselves, and that's really what's causing us to feel this pressure. The pressure isn't from others necessarily. It's the way we think about ourselves. So we have to look at ourselves in a positive light. So how we do that is, first, get rid of the negative thinking. And how you can do that is by adding yet to the end of the sentence. So I'm not good at it yet. I can't do that yet. I am not able to achieve that yet. As we step into this new thinking and adding yet, we actually put a positive energy surrounding that statement, because that has your mind thinking, okay, we're going to accomplish it, or this is something that we can do. You've already made that positive transition into really believing that you can have it and that you will succeed. Another thing is to start small. Most of us jump into something huge and we get really overwhelmed because we're like, oh, I'm not ready for it. Sometimes we are ready, and that's just another block we might have. But most of the times we start off too big, and that's where we start feeling like we're failing because we didn't allow ourselves to take the baby steps that were really important to begin with. So I wouldn't say go dunk on a 50-foot basketball hoop. Start off small. You have to build to it. Don't, unless you want to. But anyway, that's besides the point. But we need to start off small. Small is good because it gives us the momentum. It gives us the power to really step into what we want to be doing. So if you're trying to do public speaking, start small. Do videos. Then you'll take your stepping stones that lead you to that big crowd that you want to speak to. And then what we want to do is also look back at what we have achieved. By doing that, that allows us to think positively about ourselves, and it'll allow us to step into this space where we feel that we can succeed. So if we look back and we saw something as a failure, it's not necessarily failing. It's something that we need to fine tune and redo. And by doing that, you create a positive space and you keep moving forward. So this will also help you release that pressure because you're constantly learning from what you might have made a mistake in, or it was just a learning experience. So this also helps you look at how far you have come. By reflecting on how far you've come, if I were to share my story, like I was super depressed like 5 years ago, and now I'm not really happy. I'm really passionate about my life and what I'm doing. So by looking back on what I have achieved, it allows me to feel confident in my present state, because then you have that self-reflection that releases the pressure of what you need to do next, or I'm not good enough. So that will help let that go. The next thing is congratulate yourself. We don't give ourselves enough credit for our achievements. We don't give ourselves enough credit for our successes. We feel that we're not allowed to celebrate ourselves until we have this huge, big picture moment. Every little action you take, whether it's getting out of bed or going to work or making an income for yourself today, or whatever that might look back like, that is trying to be with your goal or be in alignment with your goal, congratulate yourself. You did it. You took a step. Now you just keep getting better. And then the last thing is you need a body code session. By doing a body code session, we're able to release those trapped emotions and memories and negative belief systems that we have created that are actually causing us to feel more pressure and to feel that we can achieve the goals that we have, or it actually causes us more stress. So you have those memories and you have these emotions that are constantly being triggered because of maybe similar events that are happening in your life right now. So by releasing these trapped emotions and memories, we will be able to help elevate you into a new pattern. So sometimes when I see my clients, we focus on belief systems. And when we focus in on belief systems, we actually are able to align the body to respond correctly. So if we were to think of a positive statement like, I deserve love and happiness, we can actually muscle test and ask the body, do we really believe this? And are we manifesting it? And most of the time it's a no. Most of the time there's trapped emotions and negative thoughts and memories that are holding us back from really believing that this is a reality for us. So we can actually align that and get rid of the old negative thinking that we've had in our past. So with that being said, really zone in on your strengths this week. Really ask yourself, what are my strengths? And reach out to those 5 people to hear what they have to say about you, because it's so amazing to see that. And then you'll really feel empowered, and It will bring you so much joy. So focus on your strengths and let me know in the comments below what strength you're going to focus on this week that will empower you. And if you are wanting a body and emotion code session or T3 session, reach out to me. I also put my link in the description, so go ahead and do that as well. I can't wait to share tomorrow's episode with you all. I love you all, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'm here for you, and I can't wait to talk to you tomorrow. So have a great rest of your evening. Bye.